What's up, everybody? Back with another video. A little NBA every game today recap. I didn't get to see these till like now because I had a really bad long day. So let's get into it. Top performers: Devin Vassell had 26 points. Marcus Sasser with 27. Bismack Biyombo with 7 total rebounds, 1 offensive, 6 defensive. Tobias Harris with 8 total rebounds, 0 offensive, 8 defensive, and Stephon Castle with 4 assists, 2 turnovers. Jalen Duren 7 assists, 2 turnovers. I'll talk about the top scorers. So Devin Vassell 26, 6 and 1 with 1 turnover. Stephon Castle 19, 2 and 4 with 1 steal and 2 turnovers. And then for the Pistons, we got Tobias Harris with 15, 8 and 4, 3 steals, 1 block. Amen Thompson with 14, 6 and 3, 2 steals, 1 turnover. Jalen Duren with 14, 4 and 7 with 1 turnover. Tim Hardaway Jr. with 12, 2 and 4 with no turnovers and 2 fouls. And then Dennis Schroeder 7, 2 and 6. And then Marcus Sasser went crazy off the bench with 27, 4 and 1. So for the Orlando game, we got Paolo Banchero with 32 points, LaMelo Ball with 25 points, Wendell Carter Jr. with 11 total rebounds, 4 offensive, 7 defensive. Mark Williams with 13 total rebounds, 3 offensive, 10 defensive. Paolo Banchero with 6 assists and 2 turnovers. LaMelo Ball with 9 assists and 4 turnovers. Again, I'll talk about the leading scorers. So Paolo Banchero 32, 7 and 6 with 1 steal and 2 turnovers. Franz Wagner with 26, 8 and 4 with 2 turnovers. And then Anthony Black with 25 and 0, 1 steal, 2 blocks, and no turnovers. And then for the Hornets, we got not too many high scores except LaMelo, but LaMelo with 25, 1 and 9 and 4 turnovers, and he fouled out. And then for Mark Williams, he had a decent game, 8, 13 and 4 with 2 steals, 1 block, and 2 turnovers. And so for the Golden State game, I saw a stat where their starters at half only scored 2 points, which is really bad. Kuminga had 15 points. Bam Adebayo had 27. Gary Payton II had 7 total rebounds, 2 offensive, 5 defensive. Kel'el Ware had 10 total rebounds, 1 offensive, 9 defensive. Brandon Podziemski 4 assists, 1 turnover. Tyler Hero 7 assists, 2 turnovers. And then we'll talk about 2 or 3 of the scorers here. Brandon Podziemski with 14, 3 and 4, 2 steals, 1 turnover. And Jonathan Kuminga off the bench had 15, 2 and 2, 2 steals, 1 turnover. And then Santos had 13, 3 and 0 with no turnovers. Then for the Heat, we got Bam Adebayo with 27, 8 and 1, 1 steal, 1 block, 3 turnovers. Tyler Hero with 23 and 7 with 2 turnovers, my bad. Alec Burks with 17, 2 and 0 with 1 steal and 1 turnover. And Kel'el Ware had 14, 10, 0 with 1 block and 2 turnovers. And then off the bench, Mitchell had 12, 5 and 7 with 1 steal and 2 turnovers. And then for Dallas and the Knicks, Najee Marshall actually went crazy with 38 points. And then OG Anunoby had 35 points. Jones had 8 total rebounds with 2 offensive, 6 defensive. Karl-Anthony Towns had 12 total, 2 offensive, 10 defensive. Spencer Dinwiddie, 7 assists, 4 turnovers. Karl-Anthony Towns, 11 assists, 3 turnovers. So Najee Marshall had 38, 7 and 1, 1 steal. And then we had Williams off the bench with 22, 1 and 3, and 3 turnovers, 2 steals. Williams has been actually crazy. He's a very solid bench player and a 6 Man of the Year award type player. Towns had 26, 12 and 11 with 1 steal and 3 turnovers. OG had 35, 5 and 1 with 2 steals, 1 block, and 1 turnover. Bridges had 21, 1 and 1 with 1 block, 1 turnover. Hart had 16, 12 and 11 with 2 steals and 2 turnovers. And that is that game. And then for Atlanta and the Rockets, we got Dyson Daniels 19 points, Jalen Green with 32 points, Oh, and Yeko Kongu with 15 total rebounds, 5 offensive, 10 defensive. Tari Eason with 14 total with 5 offensive, 9 defensive. Trae Young with 12 assists, 5 turnovers. Şengün with 5 assists, 1 turnover. So Risa Shea had 18, 4, and 1 with 1 turnover. Onyeka with 14, 15, and 3 with 1 turnover. Dyson Daniels 19, 8, and 10 with 4 steals and 2 turnovers. Trae Young 19, 2, and 12 with 1 steal and 5 turnovers. Off the bench, Trey Mann had 16, 4, and 1 with 1 steal and 1 turnover. Is this Trey Mann or Terrence? Oh, Terrence Mann. My bad, gang. And then for Houston, Tari with 10, 14, and 0, 1 steal, 1 turnover. Jalen Green with 32, 11, and 4, 2 steals, 5 turnovers. Fred VanVleet 21, 4, and 3 with 1 turnover. Off the bench, Smith had 17, 5, and 1 with 2 steals and 1 turnover. Get on to the Memphis game, which was a blowout. Desmond Bane, 21 points. Collier, 21 points. Edey, 7 total rebounds, 4 offensive, 3 defensive. Kessler, 9 total rebounds, 4 offensive, 5 defensive. Pippen Jr., 10 assists, 0 turnovers. Bryce Sensabaugh, 5 assists, 1 turnover. We had Jaren Jackson Jr. with 19, 3, and 1, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 1 turnover. Wells with 10, 6, and 5 with 1 steal and 1 turnover. Bane with 21, 4, and 6, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 turnover. Scottie Pippen Jr. with 16, 5, and 10 with 1 steal, no turnovers. And then off the bench, 3 great scores here. Williams with 15, 4, and 1 and 2 turnovers. Edey 15, 7, and 2 with 2 steals. And Huff 15, 6, and 0 with 1 block, 1 turnover. And then for the Jazz, we had Filipowski having 13, 2, and 0 with 1 steal and 2 turnovers. Sexton with 15, 3, and 5 with 2 steals and 1 turnover. Collier with 21, 3, and 4 with 1 steal and 6 turnovers. And Johnny Juzang off the bench, 13, 1, and 5. And then for the Cleveland and Portland game, we had Darius Garland with 27 points, Donovan Clingan with 18, Evan Mobley with 12 total rebounds, 1 offensive, 11 defensive, Clingan with 12 total, 8 offensive, 4 defensive, Garland with 8 assists and 4 turnovers, Simons with 8 assists and 1 turnover, Mobley 21, 12, and 4 blocks, 3 turnovers, Jared Allen 14, 8, and 2, 1 steal, 3 turnovers, Merrill 14, 2, and 3, and then Garland had 27, 5, and 8 with 1 steal and 4 turnovers. Off the bench, there's no way that's Ty Jerome. Ty Jerome's cooking off the bench. 25, 2, and 3. Insane game from the bench. Avdija had 17, 10, and 6. 1 steal. Tamini Kamara had 13, 4, and 1 with 3 steals. Donovan Clingan 18, 12, and 2. 3 blocks, 1 steal, 1 turnover. Shaden Sharp 18, 4, and 2. 2 steals, 1 turnover. Matisse Thybulle 15, 3, and 1. 1 steal. And Scoot Henderson 18, 6, and 6 with 2 turnovers. Last game tonight, the OKC vs. Sac game. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with 32 points. Keegan Murray with 28 points. Isaiah Hartenstein with 10 total rebounds, 1 offensive, 9 defensive. Domantas Sabonis, 12 total rebounds, 1 offensive, 11 defensive. Caruso, 6 assists, 1 turnover. Sabonis, 8 assists, 3 turnovers. We had Chet with 18, 10, and 2, 2 steals, 2 turnovers. Shea, 32, 7, and 5 with 5 turnovers. And then off the bench, Joe with 14, 3, and 3, 3 steals. And Caruso, 15, 5, and 6 with 2 blocks and 1 turnover. For the Kings, Keegan Murray, 28, 6, and 0, 1 steal, 3 blocks, and 1 turnover. And then we had Sabonis 8, 12, and 8 with 1 steal, 1 block, 3 turnovers. Zach LaVine 19, 2, and 7 with 3 turnovers. Off the bench, Jake LaRavia having the best out of all of them, 11, 2, and 2 with 3 steals. So yeah, thank you for watching. This is the whole NBA recap for tonight. Might do one tomorrow. We'll see if I have time. Thank you so much for the support lately. See you in the next one. Peace.